Good morning, guys. How are you this morning? Welcome to your living room beach yoga. Yay! In the background, I have some beach sounds. I wanted to at least try my best today to simulate the same experience. But I know we haven't just seen each other on the beach lately. It's been wow, close to 1 month. And today it is official that beaches are now closed. I wasn't able to travel to the beach before, but now beaches are closed. It hasn't been a month or maybe 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks. Sorry. Anyway, that's the quarantine fog. I tend to forget how long it's been. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're all being safe and practicing social distancing. I know we are right now. So I set my timer for it should ring in approximately 1 hour. So if you hear a little tingle, you hear extra jingles, or if you see me finishing up all of a sudden, our time is up. Okay? I'm going to see if I can keep an eye on that phone just for a little bit. But today, we're not on the beach. I have the sound of the beach here, but we're not on the beach. So what I need you to do is I need you to go find a wall. It's been a long time since I've seen you, and I really want us to stretch and relax. So please find a wall. Give you some few moments to adjust. Once you're at your wall, I want you to make sure that you put your tailbone all the way to the back. Place your back completely on the wall. Try to push your shoulders into the wall. You're going to try to keep your whole entire backside pressed against the wall. So just breathe here. It's going to feel a little tight for those of us who slouch a little bit. So try your best. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really try to push that spine, push the whole entire back to the back of the wall. And just really sit there. Okay, my advancers, notice where my hands are placing down into my thighs. I'm really going to work on putting my triceps, shoulders, back to the wall. I want it to act as if the wall and I are the same. Last breath here. You're going to slide your hands all forward towards the knees. You're going to remove yourself off the wall, ground yourself forward. Try to see if you can extend right in front of you. And then you're going to roll yourself up. So you're going into one vertebra at a time, trying to seal yourself right back to the wall. So this is your complete inhale. When you come down, you're going to exhale slowly and go into a complete exhale. Inhale, roll yourself up. Okay, so beginners, if it's super tight for you to keep your legs crisscrossed like mine are, please open up the legs. But what I mean by that, just open up the legs and just come down. Go as far as you can. It's going to open up a lot more now. So don't be surprised. So if you notice, every single time I'm going back, I'm opening up my legs for the beginners only. I have to really adjust, go backwards, and really push my tailbone back. But I want to stay here. So beginners, your legs are open. Intermediates and advancers, your legs are in crossed. I'm just holding it here. So you feel awkward, remember, I get it. You're going to take one hand, you're going to bend the elbow, try not to lift the shoulder up and just press it against the wall and extend. It's going to feel a little bit awkward, that's okay. Make sure that this whole shoulder is pressed against the wall. My thumb is up, my fingertips are wide. I'm still pressing my back as far as I can to that wall. I'm going to move my hand off the wall, bring it towards my chest, and I'm going to place it right back to the wall. Exhale, I move it coming forward. Inhale, I come back. Exhale, go. Inhale, back. Exhale, go. Inhale, back. Last one. Press it back. Drop it down, bend the elbow, bring it right back. Allow that wall to reclaim your spine. So my thighs, intermediates and advancers, are pushing my knees down as my psoas are trying to push. Everything's coming in, chest pushing back, everything. Exhale, bring come forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Last one. Coming back. Bend. Bring in and drop. Okay. We can release our pressure off the wall. Bring our hands forward and come and sit up nice and taller. So you're coming forward and up. And then you're going to push the small part of your abdomen to the wall so that way the small of your back touches the wall. You're going to roll yourself up straight up against the wall again. You're going to push against the small part of the spine. Lift the chest forward and up and come nice and tall again. Exhale, slight rounding of the spine. And then roll back. Exhale, crunch slightly, come forward and lift. Exhale, slouch slightly. Allow the small part of the back to kiss the wall and come back up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Push back and then lift. Exhale. Push forward and lift. Exhale. Push back and lift. Come forward again. Lift. Round the spine. Push, lift. Last one. And then stay right here. Okay. Everyone's going to look just like the beginner, so open up the legs out to the side. Adjust your back. Make sure that you can feel the tailbone, your butt cheeks, your back, right against the wall. So you're really pushing this in. Really push, 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 push as tight as you can. Okay. My toes are facing up, and my toes are open. Good. Try not to lock the knees, because this time when you open up the arms, you're going towards your toes, so that way the chest comes down towards the ground. So you're trying to take those toes, pull them back, and tell your chest, can you push forward for me? I'm just going to hold here. You're going to open up the space. You're just trying to take your time to take deep breaths into those muscles. Open them up. Remove the boredom, the tension, the anxieties of being locked down, being quarantined. Having to clean every surface multiple times, clean your hands multiple times, clean yourself multiple times, practicing social distancing. All that can cause hidden anxieties that go deep within the body and like to settle in. News reports of the virus spreading as fast as we can, things that we cannot control, tends to go deep within the psyche, deep within the body. It's a big, big hold of us. So I just want you to hold it right here. We've been holding it for a while, so it's okay. Sometimes practicing a little yin can release and settle down the extreme yang. So I'm going to take your left hand, because remember I mirror you. I'm going to bend the elbow, and as I notice, I'm starting to turn my body so my left shoulder is facing the ceiling or the sky. Maybe we're on the beach, and I'm going to extend towards the right. So I'm just trying to really keep, not come forward this way, but really try to keep that shoulder up. It's going to be a little bit awkward here. You're going to feel the chest open. You're going to feel the back twisting. And that's okay. And you're going to bend the elbow. And then exhale, shoot it forward. Bend the elbow. This is your inhale. Exhale, shoot it forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Just going to hold it right here. Feel the extension. I'm trying to feel it from the pinky all the way down to this part of my hip. I'm just extending it here. Trying to pull the shoulder back so my toes are being pulled back. Advances if you want to pull from wherever your foot likes to turn and twist. Pull it up. Feel that elongation. The hand that I'm wiggling, I'm going to place it towards the back of the wall. Wow, look at that opening. May not be an opening for some, but maybe a tense opening for others. What I want you to do is keep breathing. Go to your level, not mine. Hand that's wiggling, I'm going to place it towards the front. I'm going to bring the other hand towards the front. I'm going to try to stretch forward as my legs are trying to pull apart. I'm going to keep my shoulders and my back straight. I'm trying to pull with the hip, trying to extend myself forward. I'm just going to breathe here. I'm going to bend my elbow and bring my hands into the body. And bring one hand out to the foot. So now I'm taking my left hand, grabbing my foot. Okay, hold it right there. Make sure that those toes are open and you're pulling them back. Use your bicep, use your shoulders. You're going to extend as best as you can. Bend the elbow, roll back. Inhale, exhale, shoot forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale right here, I was right. Exhale, shoot forward. Inhale, exhale, shoot forward. Inhale, exhale, shoot forward. Inhale, exhale, shoot forward. Inhale, exhale, shoot forward. Last two. Last one. And bring your hand back and hold it here. One side will always perform better than the other. Be gentle with yourselves. We're trying to squeeze out all those anxieties. Try to reconnect with our bodies because I don't know if you guys have been reconnecting with your body. It's been a while since I've seen you. So we're just going to work it out right here. Okay, I'm wiggling my fingers on the hand that's on the wall. I'm going to bring it forward right in front of me. Oh boy. And then I'm going to come back to center. Pull. So I'm going to act like someone's pulling me towards the screen, but my hips want to go towards that wall. So I'm just going to hold it here. And I'm going to breathe. I'm going to bend my elbows, bring my hands in, walk myself nice and tall. Walk myself towards the wall again. Get nice and tall. Placing my elbows into my body. See if I can touch the triceps against the wall. Shoulders against the wall. And back against the wall. So everything is pressing against the wall. So I'm feeling a suction from here towards that wall. Then I'm going to relax, so now nothing's pushing against the wall anymore. I'm going to bring this leg forward. And then this leg forward. So you guys get to see the bottom of my toes, the bottom of my feet. Hopefully you can give me a high five with your foot from the screen. You gotta practice social distancing, remember. Okay, anyway. This might be tough for some of us, keeping our legs straight and still having our back against the wall. May not be great. But for my advancers, try your best to see if your feet can come together. This is the best I can do because I have thick thighs. And just hold your toes here and just play with them right there. Today we're practicing, if I didn't mention it before, some yin, some restorative, and some structural yoga. So here's the part of the structural. So I just want you to really allow your feet to be flexed, allow the toes to spread nice and wide. Keep that back, the whole entire back, from the hip bone joint all the way to the head joint. It is being pressed against that wall. Then you're going to try to tell the toes, can you kiss each other? Yay! And then tell the pinkies to go out the way. And then come back. And then go out the way. Oh, so some of us may be able to go in more than out. Some of us can go out more than in. Just turning it from the hip joint. I don't know if you heard me because the sounds of the beach is covering me up, but my nearly clicked. It happens. Your ankles might click, your hip joint might click. You might not be able to put your pinky toes to the ground like I just did. You might like to separate, and then you like to turn. So I gotta make sure that they're not turning. Oh. Ooh. See, and then when they do that, they want to push me away from the wall. Can't allow them to do that either. And come back to center, wiggle the toes. You might have gotten a cramp if you haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that at all. You just circle it on the ankle joint. I'm clicking already. I don't know about you. And go to the other side. If during this quarantine you've been sitting down a lot, see if you can practice this, on your chair, on your bed, lying down. What I'm teaching you today, you can actually practically do it anywhere. Okay. Now this is what my feet like to do. And then you're gonna open them up. So it's like you're playing peekaboo. So you're bringing them together, you bring them forward, and then when you bring them back up, the heels are together, and they're trying to say, hi, look at me, peekaboo. Forward. Oh, that might not be the easiest thing for some of us. That's okay. That's what structural yoga is about, trying to work all those beautiful muscles to, hey, get back over here. Okay? And last two. Even I have problems sometimes. Then relax, open them up. Oh. Ooh, how's it feeling? Still clicking, still popping. Oh, okay. Last night I promised some ding-dongs and ting-tings. So we are doing some ding-dongs and ting-tings. So we're going on to our tabletop position. I'm still in the wall. So only one hip gets to pump the wall. Well, unless I switch sides, which we will. So I want you to go to ding. Right now, this is ding. Ding. Okay, so what I want you to do is really push that hip and try to high five the wall with the hip. So I'm not this way, I'm not this way. I'm like in a neutral spot. I'm trying to tell my hip go that way. So make sure your knees are underneath your hips, right? And push. And push. And push. And push. Try not to break your hip, okay? I'm not trying you to fork fight the wall. Just a tap. Tap is good. Okay. So now we're going to hold on to that tap. I'm going to look at you. Oh, hi, how you guys doing? It's been a while, right? And then I'm going to come back to center. And I'm going to look at you. And then come back. So the way I'm holding and pushing myself, I am rotating from the oblique. I am not rotating from the shoulders, rotating from the oblique. But the hip is trying to stay onto the wall. Hip is stuck. And when you come back to center, you release that hip. Should feel a little different. Okay? So if we were to go to the other side, first of all, we have to walk to the side. And then push. And then come back in. Push. And then come back in. Push. And then come back in. Push. Push. In, dong, right? So now it's dong, Down. Hold on to the dong. Look at me. Then come back. Look at me. And then come back. Here's the funny thing. I can't tell you guys are looking at me. I have to trust you. Get me. Then come back. Last one. Then come back. Release. Good. So what you're going to try to do, my beginners, I would suggest that now you're going to face the wall. Okay? And then start to use the wall to come back up this way. And then push your hips back. So you're going to have to walk away from your mat a little bit and then push against the wall using your hands. And then come back up. Okay, so you're using the wall to push against and come back up. So similar to downward facing dog, a little bit more restorative. You're using the wall, you're pushing your hips away so that you can bend from it, coming towards the wall. So your head's coming towards the wall. I wish you can see another angle of this, but this is live. Okay, so my hands are placed against the wall, my palms are facing down, and I am bending from the hip. Okay. So if I was to make believe my mat was the wall, what I'm doing with my knees is the same that I'm doing right here. I'm just using the wall. So if you need to move your mat so you can protect your knees, go ahead and do that. This is your body. Try to be nice and aware, nice and awake today. Advancers and intermediates. I am exhaling, going up, inhaling, coming down. I am not using my arm strength. I am using my abs. I'm using my hip strength. My shoulders and my knees, and my legs as well, are just going along for the ride. Last one. Okay, beginners, you can walk yourself off the wall, come back to the tabletop position. All right, now we're going to open up the legs a little bit wider. We're going to use the core. So now we're trying to warm up the bottom S. So I'm not moving my shoulders much. My back is rolling. If I was to move my shoulders, they will look like that. And then drop. We'll tuck my head in. We can practice cat cow. We can just practice the bottom. And that's exactly what I want you to do, is practice the bottom. Act like your belly button is its own mouth, and you're chewing. Go back to center. Bring the knees in. Ooh. Move your hips and your towards the wall as your knees are coming away from the wall. And we turn back to the wall. Make sure your elbows are pushing against the wall. Shoulders. How's it feeling? Is it easier to get to the wall? It's a little bit harder. Sorry. Okay. Ooh. I released my hands, so my back of my hands are on the wall. I'm going to come all the way up It's going to be a really big stretch. So for some of us, we're not going to be able to keep our hands to the wall. Some of us can extend and still touch the wall. Some of us can't. So it's up to you what you can do. Okay? I just want you to go up and down. You're going to feel that back. And regardless of what you're doing, I want you to be able to continue to touch the wall. It's going to be a very weird sensation. But now we're working on the latiss dorsi, that muscle that helps us to do this, what we're doing with our arms. So it pulls against the back. So your back must be feeling, oh, intense. But you have to keep it against the wall, no matter what we're doing. Okay, see, when I just woke up to, it's a certain spot I can't reach. Good. Last one. Bend the elbows here. Place them back onto your lap. Oh, how's that feeling? Ooh. I try to simulate the whole beach experience here. I do not have my AC on. My windows are closed. So we can just have the beach and the heat. All right, everyone. We're going to lay on our backs. I'm going to check the time. So if you find yourself on our backside, oh, beautiful. Perfect timing. So notice that my knees are bent. I'm still trying to keep the same thing. Flat, back. Flat, back. So I just pushed my belly button into the back of my spine. And I'm going to breathe here. I'm going to see if I can simulate my breath to go up and down the spine. Now here's the thing. I'm glad you're rested. We're going to put our feet against the wall. And we're going to do bridges. It's going to look awkward in the position that I'm in. But the bridge is really going to be from your hips. So you're just going to lift this much, okay? It's not going to be that much. And then you're going to drop down. Beginners, take your time. Do not stress your neck, please. Okay? So it's going to look like this. I'm going to remove myself off my neck. I'm going to try to bring my hip to the wall as close as I can. My back is still flat. Okay, so beginners, you see how my knees are coming towards my chest? That might be a little too close for you. So you might want to push. Notice that I just moved my mat away from the wall. Push yourself off the wall with your feet. Drag that mat. So now you should be in an angle that looks like, oh, I'm kind of sitting down in a chair, just sideways. Okay? So when you use your feet, I want you to lift the toes so that way the bottom of your foot is against the wall. And you're going to tuck in the tailbone, lift, just tiny. It's like that much space from the wall and my hip, that much space. Okay? And then I'm going to drop down. And I'm going to lift up. And I'm going to drop down. And I'm going to lift up. And I really just want you to go small and work your pelvis coming up and down. You're pushing up and down. And I want you to use your butt cheeks to push you up and down. Using the wall helps to guide that position a little bit better. So beginners, you are here. Okay, and dancers, you're going to get yourself as close to the wall as you can, just like I was before. So that way, it's really here. This is a lot of strength, so you make sure that your legs are open and you're really pushing. I'm coming back. See, my hat's going to move with me. It doesn't want to go. It wants to continue to go. So I move my legs a little bit higher. So my knees are still here, but I move my legs a little higher so I can roll up a little higher and come down. So this is an advanced pose right now because I'm coming as if I'm going into a shoulder stance. I'm going really deep. Okay? But you're still using your butt cheeks and your hips. So for me, I can only go to here because my Achilles tendon is kind of short. But I still feel the pressure right here. Okay? 2 more, everyone. Last one. Oh my goodness. Wow. Place your legs up the wall. Ooh. Perfect. Okay, advancers, remember, you want to make sure that your hips are as close to the wall as you can. So I'm going to try my best to really get there. There you go. Much better. So now we're doing the opposite. When we were sitting up before, our back was to the wall, and our legs were in front of us. Now it's the other way around. Now we're upside down. And I know this is an awkward position for you all. So if it's easier for you to just take the computer, take your monitor, bring it closer to you, so you can bring it to the wall so you can look at me like this or like this versus this way, it'll help a little bit, right? So I'll give you some time to adjust. Once you got the computer screen situated, remember to return back to the legs up the wall. Beginners, if you put your hip bone towards the bottom of the wall with your legs straight up like I am, it's going to be super intense for your hamstrings if they're not used to it. So try to push your hips away from the wall just a little bit. So that way it's intense but not an 11. You know what I mean? It's a little bit lower. So you want to get to your ooh spot, not your oh my gosh, get me out of this position spot. Because we're going to hold it here for a while. I mean, personally, I've been holding it for a while, but I have to account for you guys to adjust. So just adjust. I want you to move one leg out to the side. The other leg is holding on to the wall. This leg is just coming out to the side. And I say this leg, but I really should say my right leg. But if I'm hearing you, most likely your left leg. So my right leg went out to the side. And I'm going to bring that leg right back up. And then I'm going to take the other leg and go right back down. And then bring it right back up. And I am going super, super slow. Why? Because it's opening me up so much. So when you go out to the side, it is your exhale. Exhale, you're releasing. Inhale, you bring it back. Exhale, you release it. Inhale, you bring it back. Exhale, you release it. Inhale, you bring it back. Exhale, you release. Inhale, you bring it back. Exhale, you release. Inhale, you bring it back. On your right, you're going to hold it here. So I want you to act like and feel as if you are part of a clock. Okay, so one leg is facing 12, while the other leg should be facing approximately 3. So obviously, to put it 3 for me, this hip comes down while this hip lifts to stay on 12. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to allow both hips to stay. So for my flexibility right at this current moment in time, my hip is staying, this leg can stay at 12, but this leg is at approximately going to 3. It's not at 3 yet. So hold it here. Now you're going to take this leg that's around 3 o'clock, okay? You're going to drag it up so it can become noon or midnight. You're going to hold it here again. So the feet are flexed, the toes are spread out. You should be really opening up those legs the longer you hold up here. Beginners, if they're beginning to fall asleep, bend your knees, okay? Relax the toes. Allow the blood to get back in. Pump the booty. Boom, 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 boom. Play the bongos on your butt. Flip, 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 flip. So we can get more blood again. And then return as best as you can. Because the other leg now is going to go towards 9 o'clock without the hips moving. So the hip, again, they're trying to push down against the ground. They're not lifted off the ground. One leg stays at 12, the other one's trying to get to 9. You just hold it here and breathe. Check the time, making sure we're in good timing. You're doing good. Get 2 more big breaths here. Then drag that leg back up, and you may not want to. Take your time. Relax the toes so the toes can be pointed now. It might allow some blood to go back into the legs. Wiggle the toes. I'm so sorry, beginners. I really am. But we did one leg at a time now. We're going to try to reach 3 o'clock. And now we're going to try to reach 9 o'clock. You might not be able to reach 9. You might be actually at 2:50 or 10:10, wherever you want to see it. Or you might be at 11:05 or 155. You just might be at 245, right? Because we're at 3 and 9, or 915. It's up to you how you're looking at it. But you're going to stay here. I'm just going to breathe. The wall can be a bully or the wall can be your supporter. I would suggest you make amends with the wall and make it become your supporter and not your bully. And just tell the wall, keep me up please, and allow me to melt. Allow me to allow all the tension and stress to just go away. The deeper you breathe here, you might begin to feel that the inner thighs are really pulling, really opening. Try your best to wiggle your toes if your legs are falling asleep. More deep breaths here. Okay, beginners, be careful with this one, okay? You're going to have to bend the knees slightly. And then bring one in. Notice how slowly it did. The other one's going to start to roll towards the ground. And that's what I want you to do. So allow the leg to go, rotate. You're going to feel that extension. Oh boy. You're going to roll onto your mat. So you're face down. Here you go on your belly. Oh. I'm going to check on the time. Yeah, we still got time. Perfect. And you're just going to lay your head down. So I'm going to lie here, give you guys time to adjust the computer. Remember, when you roll back up to move the computer screen, go slow. Take your time. We don't want to shock the system. Just to give you a hint of where to put the computer, you might want to put it in front of your face now, all to the side, because we're going to stay on our bellies. I'm opening up my arms as if I'm a football goal. You know, the American football touchdown. That means you're bending your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Your shoulders are trying to push down, okay? My head is facing you. My belly's down. I try to bring my feet together. Now, this is the thing. The closer the legs are, the more the work. So if you're a beginner, put your legs back to where they were. For me, they were open. Advanced ones, bring your legs together. Because you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to lift your head up. You're going to lift your chest up. You're going to lift your arms up. And then you're going to drop the arms, drop the chest, and drop the head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Hold it here. And then drop. Oh, just breathe a little bit here. We've had ourselves connected to the wall from our backs for a while. Why not allow yourself to have belly time? This might not be comfortable for some of us. That's okay. Just make it as comfortable as you can. And when you breathe deep, I want you to see and feel the belly rising and falling. And allow you to put it to the hips and kind of make that airway round the hips towards the toes. And as you are hearing the ocean sounds over and over again, I want you to mop the breath to match the waves. And allow the waves to remove that tension that they have left behind and wash it away. And now the sounds of the waves to take you back to ocean hammock. Lying on the sand. Lying on your belly so that the sun can gently kiss your back. Give you a nice golden hue. Allowing the beach therapy to clean and cleanse you. Allow you to become refreshed once again. Refilling your hope jar. Feel yourself becoming one with Ocean Hammock Park just like we used to. The birds, the waves. The difference is you're here. You have your own sense of paradise. No one else is on the beach but you. You can have the waves speak to you. And you can tell it all your secrets. You can tell it all your failures, all your hopes, all your dreams. And you allow the salt to purify your failures, turn them into lessons, bring them together with your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations. And allow the waves to send it out throughout the world, throughout the universe. So that every energy being can hear your dreams and aspirations. So it can bring it back to you. You just feel that flow. You're going to notice that you're on your belly, on the floor instead of on the beach. You're going to bring awareness to your breath. Bring awareness to your environment. You're going to adjust the toes so that they tuck under your foot. You're going to move your ankle joint side to side. So your toes are just allowing themselves to rock side to side. You're going to bring your elbows close to the body so that your thumb is really close to underneath your chin on one hand and close to the ear on the other hand. Again, it might be a tight spot for some beginners, that's okay. You use the palms of your hands to suck the floor. You're going to turn your head up so you can face the center, so your nose is facing the floor. It's not on the floor. You're going to use your shoulders to roll your shoulders back. Lift yourself off. And lift the hips up towards the heels so you can bring your knees underneath your hips. So you're coming in a tabletop position. And you're going to go into tick-tock, not ding-dong, because ding-dong is really emphasizing those hips to move to the side. I want you to do very small tick, 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 but very slow and intentional. So you're just moving your hips side to side, just like if we were on our backs, we move our knees side to side. Come back to center. And bring your knees in towards the body. Move the legs out the way. Well, actually go towards the wall. And then come and face me towards the computer screen. You might need to adjust the computer again. And just sit on your sit bones. Close your eyes. And just listen to the sounds of the waves. See waves crashing onto the beach. Here's gentle roars. See its cleansing force. Feel the water inside of you trying to connect with the water of the beach. Our alarm has chimed, so that means we have come to the time of the practice in which we must say goodbye for now anyway. So we're going to lower our hands off our laps. Take a deep breath in as you elevate the arms, float into the sky. Bring the palms together. And then bend the elbows out to the side as we lower it down towards our hearts. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I really, truly, truly hope to see you every Sunday. Be well. Be safe. I do miss you. Love kisses from Luna. Love you. Enjoy the rest of your week. If you left me any comments on the live stream, I'm not that close to the computer. I'll read them after the live class. But thank you guys for coming. Have a great day. Don't forget to donate if you can.